Right, so remember my previous video where I said that I was safe and this whole copper thing isn't going to really affect me? Something else might. Something else might very much affect me, and it's very terrifying because it will essentially mean that 2 years of this will be for nothing essentially, because guess what YouTube has done in their infinite wisdom, in their infinite quest to turn YouTube into the land of Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, James Corden, Seth Meyers, Jonathan Ross, Graham Norton, This Morning, Good Morning Britain. Basically stuff that's not independent creators, that kind of coincides with the whole copper thing. Basically channels that don't make YouTube enough money, that don't earn enough revenue, that don't make any revenue at all. Those accounts are going to get deleted. Yeah, those accounts are going to get deleted. I have no idea how true this is, but it's coming from YouTube itself, so that's terrifying. And I like how it comes. I find it funny how it comes out just after the fact that copper, one of their things that they're going to be removing is personalized ads, which will take away 90% of your ad revenue, which means most channels on this site aren't going to be getting enough revenue to be worth keeping up in YouTube's mind. What does that mean for me? Well, that means bye bye Luke Does Stuff, essentially. Essentially that means this channel's getting the boot. If I don't pull in enough revenue, which at this moment I'm not pulling in any revenue at all, if I don't pull in enough revenue by January 1st, then I'm getting the boot, essentially. So I've got to find other places that I can upload content. I've got to find other means of, expressing what I'm into because this doesn't work on YouTube anymore. It just doesn't. This kind of content doesn't work on YouTube. Even if I do miraculously make some unsubordinate amount of money. We don't know how much money YouTube wants creators to make to be worthwhile on the channel. It could be the fact that someone with 10,000 subscribers is worthwhile to have on the channel. It could be even to the point where Jacksepticeye Markiplier aren't worthwhile to have on the channel. And even if their pay cut gets cut, then they'll be getting the boot as well. We don't know. All I know is I am most definitely, certainly in trouble. And I could most certainly lose my channel. All because I wasn't popular. All because I didn't make any money. And the main thing you're told when you start making a channel is make it because you're passionate about what you're making. Don't make it to make money. Make it to entertain people. And if you do end up making money, cha-ching, bonus. It's not a fact of you do it to make money. You do it to entertain, and the money side is just the gravy on top. But now you're pushed onto, you have to make money, otherwise you're useless, fuck off. that is so mind-meltingly assholey that a business that is called YouTube, that essentially molded itself on the branding that anyone could be successful on this site, is essentially saying, no, you can't be successful unless we want you to. And if we don't like you, or if you aren't worth anything to us, you're gone. What am I meant to say to that? What am I meant to do to that? What kind of response am I expected to have? That's essentially, you've been doing this for 2 years, you haven't grown an audience, bye bye. What do you expect me to say to that? Of course I'm going to be pissed off. This is 2 years of my life flushed down the toilet. For what? I haven't made any money. YouTube hasn't made any money. What is the point of all this? What is the point of crushing, people's livelihoods? If this happens, if channels that don't make enough revenue for YouTube get the cut, get the axe, get Thanos snapped out of existence, what happens then? Because YouTube will not be a platform that anyone will watch. Because no one comes to YouTube to watch Jimmy Kimmel. No one comes to YouTube to watch Jimmy Fallon. No one comes to YouTube to watch This Morning. If they wanted to watch This Morning, they would watch This Morning. It sucks. It really does suck. And it just goes to show that you need to have a plan B in life in general, not just as a content creator, but YouTube, like most other businesses, can go tits up, and it has been going tits up for the past 3 years. For the past 3 years, YouTube has consistently been going tits up, and this is the fucking straw that broke the camel's back. YouTube could die, because I can assure you no one will use this service. No one with a single brain cell, no one that hasn't been living under a rock for the last like 2 to 3 years will use this service if the content creators go. If the reason why this service exists, people like PewDiePie, people like Markiplier, people like Tyler Oakley, people like Joey Graceffa, people like even James Charles, Jeffree Star, if they find somewhere else to upload content to live stream to whatever, where does your business go? Because I can tell you right now, the people that bring in the most views are not Jimmy Fallon, not Jimmy Kimmel. Can YouTube survive as a business for as long as it has done on videos that make 300,000 views each time on channels that don't have that subscriber base? Can YouTube thrive at that point? Can YouTube be a successful business if that's their business model? No, it can't. It takes work, it takes commitment to be able to look after a site like YouTube, because there's so many people on it. There's so you're opening a world. You're opening a world to everyone on the planet. Everyone on the planet can access YouTube, unless if they're living in poverty or can't afford a laptop, camera, etc. Anyone can upload a video to YouTube. That anyone could be the nicest guy on the planet, or could be the most cold, evil, manipulative, next evil Mecha Hitler. And a lot of people just fit in the middle. And do you know what's going to be hit? Everyone. Everyone. Not just people like me that have almost no say on what happens on this site. Not just people like PewDiePie, who, even as someone who should be the most influential person on this site, he's got 100 million subscribers. People listen to him. Yeah? Even people like that, YouTube doesn't care about. But they should. Because if PewDiePie goes, if Markiplier goes, if Jacksepticeye goes, if your content creators go, your content goes. YouTube goes. Imagine if the BBC decided to lay off everyone from their most popular shows. What shows bring in the most views from BBC? Imagine if BBC got rid of iPlayer, for example. Imagine if BBC just decided, oh, you like watching EastEnders, we'll cut that off. No more EastEnders for you. You like watching MasterChef, do you? Oh, we'll just sack John Turode. We'll just sack Greg Wallace. We'll sack Matt Baker. He's not going to be doing the One Show, and he's not going to be doing Countryfile anymore. Oh, you like John Craven, do you? He's gone. And we'll replace him. We'll replace all of these people that you like on this channel, and we'll just have clips from the least popular stuff on the BBC. It will end with that channel's cancellation. It will literally end with that channel's cancellation. Imagine if Sky Movies just ended up becoming like a movie review show. A movie review place, where if you go on Sky Premiere, instead of being shown the movies, you just have two people sitting there talking about a movie with no clips, nothing. Imagine that. Would you watch that? Would you really? That's what YouTube is going to be. That's what YouTube is going to end up being. It's just going to be Jimmy Kimmel talking to someone. It's going to be Jimmy Kimmel reacting to the latest news. It's not going to be a place where people can make money on playing video games. It's not going to be a place where people can share their love for geek culture, for nerd culture. It's not going to be a place where a guy can do his own makeup and not feel judged about it. It's not going to be a place where people can express their feelings about, their sexuality. It's not going to be a place where LGBTQ communities can come and express their feelings without a sense of judgment. I think I've said enough, haven't I? YouTube, over the last, this is directed right at you, right at the big people, right at fucking Susan Wojcicki. Get your fucking act together, because what you created in YouTube is one of the best things to come out of the last decade, the last 2 decades. And that can all go up in smoke because you don't know how to run a business, and because you treat your creators like shit. And I feel like all of the work everyone has put in, even this summer with the Logan Paul KSI fight, that made wonders, making YouTube a mainstream thing. Joe Sugg going on Strictly, even like the woman from YouTube who went on to Strictly this year, I can't remember her name for the life of me, but Saffron Baker, that's her name. Yeah, those people are your creators, your content creators, and they're making bounds into making YouTube a mainstream thing. The amount of work that YouTubers have done for Stand Up to Cancer, the amount of work Jacksepticeye himself has done for charity, Markiplier's charity work, PewDiePie's charity work, no stuff the Game Grumps have done. Flula is going to be in Suicide Squad 2 in 2021. You had a content creator end up in a Transformers movie, Transformers: Age of Extinction. KSI has become a mainstream rap artist. Even people like Samantha Harvey, who, if you don't know, is a cover artist on YouTube. She's broken into mainstream recording as well. Even, you love him or hate him, Justin Bieber, people like Shawn Mendes started out on YouTube, and they made the break on YouTube. All that will be gone. All of that will be gone because you couldn't get your heads out of your asses, and you couldn't see what kind of a platform you made. And with all the shit that happens on your platform, with every Logan Paul going into a forest and filming a dead body, you have someone raising millions for charity. You have all of the creators that help, like, you have all of the creators that help towards Stand Up to Cancer. You have so much good that this platform has done for people, and you are so willing, so ready to throw it all away because it's just easier, and because it's just easier to have a site that's just clips of Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel, because you don't have to monitor them. Well, guess what? You created a site where anyone can do anything. You have to monitor people on it. It's your job. And if you can't, and if you don't want to take responsibility for the crap that people do on this site, then you shouldn't be allowed to take responsibility for all of the good stuff that people do on this site. I think that's everything that I need to say. Peace.